Hey everyone. About a month and a half back, I found out that, uh, excuse me, Voodoo, like Movies Anywhere, took control of Ultraviolet, the codes that you get when you get physical copies of movies, the digital codes. Well, I didn't know that until a little while ago, and I recovered mostly all of my digital library, and I just started watching everything. And one of the movies that was on there was Edge of Tomorrow with Tom Cruise. First and foremost, brief review. Avatar with the Blue People for 10 years was my favorite movie. It still is in my top five, probably my top three, second or third, whatever. Edge of Tomorrow is by far my favorite movie of all time. The humor in it, the action, some of the scenes are just fucking awesome. And it just has that, like, I love a good time loop, death loop movie. Whether it be that, Happy Death Day, Death Day to You, Source Code, Groundhog's Day. Um, but as I was watching that, excuse me, um, at the end it says based on the book All You Need Is Kill by uh, Hiroshi Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Hiroshi Sakurazaka Sakuraz. I'm so sorry. I butchered that name, but your book is fucking phenomenal. So I looked up on whatchamacallit, Google Play to see if they have the book, and they did. And I was just searching, and I saw that they had the manga, and I had never read read a manga before, and I'm like, you know what, I might try it. Well, I was looking through it, and the artwork. I'll show the artwork in a second. The artwork looks so fucking amazing. I thought, as well, I like to picture stuff while I'm reading, and reading a basic book takes way more time than it should. So I thought maybe the manga would be better, but I wanted like the physical copy because the artwork is that awesome. So I ordered it off Amazon, and it was only when I bought it, it was only $9.99. Well, shipping was like $12 because I wanted it the next day, and it came like hours later. And it's weird because it was $9.99, and it's like typically in the U.S. it's $14.99, Canada $19.99, and then UK $9.99. Well, I read it and I like pieced it out or like portioned it out, and the book is completely different from the movie. And like there are like certain things like you can tell that they tweaked it, but it is completely different, and that's not like good or bad. I kind of wish that they put some of the stuff from the book in the movie, but a lot of like it would have been rated R. I think they would have had to make the movie rated R if they uh, took it directly from the book. But I guess yeah, this is gonna be hard because I don't want to put my phone down. I'll try to find like oh shit, I might as well just use the first page. Um, all right, basically this is the book is whatchamacall is black and white except that this first page right here. But I was like, well, that's gonna be hard because usually like when you read like the colors on the page can distinguish who a person is, but you know, I didn't have that problem whatsoever. There's only two, three, four or five characters in the book that you know really like pay attention. Oh, like the two main characters and then a couple side characters. Well, I was reading and it was just I didn't want to put it down, and I was reading at night, and I'm like I started getting tired, but I'm like I want to keep reading, but I'm like if I keep on reading I won't get the full experience. Well, about halfway through reading that, I found that I had a coupon on Google Play for my first audiobook. It was like $5 off one that was over $10 or whatever. So I got the audiobook version of Edge of Tomorrow, or All You Need Is Kill. They said that it was the movie tie-in version, but the only thing tie-in about the movie was the cover, like the just say album cover. Like it was just Emily Blunt and Tom Cruise on there, like a movie poster. But then the audiobook was like directly from the manga. And the what can I say about the movie? It's awesome, favorite movie of all time. The manga, it's it is in my top books that I'm gonna just say comic books and manga are books. I would put this even past Watchmen, but that's just me. I love, like I said, I love a good loop, time loop, like storyline, and this is phenomenal. And it only takes place over, well, I mean, it takes place over hundreds of, like, 100 some days, but it's a quick read. Like, it's a phenomenally quick read, but you know what? It is the one of the few books, even comic books, that I would consider reading again because it's phenomenal. But the audiobook, it they did a great job. The author did a great job putting you in the book. The descriptions and everything is just great. It is piece by piece just a great listen. And well, if the book is the same thing as the audiobook, then it's the same thing. It is a great read. The only negative thing I could say about this entire experience, the movie, the manga, and the book, was the guy that read the audiobook. I'm not sure of his name. Just look it up. He didn't do a bad job, but I feel like it would have been better if for like Kiji is the main character in the manga and the book, and was it Private Cage? I don't know Tom Cruise's first name in the movie. It's a different name, but I feel like it would have benefited. Like the guy was a bit older that was reading for a guy that was like my age or a bit younger, so it was kind of off-putting. And then he also read for Rita's. Her name is Rita in the book and the movie and everything, so that stays the same. And he read the same for that, so I think it would have benefited more if they had like maybe two people reading. Even like I know that that would be off-putting to some people because it'd be two people reading one book, but Rita's dialogue in there isn't, it's not as much for like it doesn't go back and forth a lot. And I think it would have benefited because hearing some guy probably at least maybe in his high 30s or 40s reading for an 19-year-old girl was just kind of off. And then some like the army talk, like the grunt talk, tough guy talk was kind of but other than that, I kind of had to get since it was my first audiobook, I would like listen to it when I go to the store, ride my bike and everything. And I had to get in the notion of like, okay, you're listening to a book. You can't just zone out and listen to music and all like you do listening to music. But other than that, the whole experience is phenomenal. The story is phenomenal, and Sakurazaka, Sakurazaka, if that is your name, even if it isn't your name, if you wrote All You Need Is Kill, you did a phenomenal fucking job. I love everything about it. The movie, the manga, the book, everything. There's also a graphic novel. Um, I might even pick up. I think it looks it's a bit, it's a lot different from that artwork that I showed you, but still the entire loop story. If you don't uh, know what the loop story, like the loop style story is, it is fun because by far one of my favorite parts of the entire the entire type of that story is when the person finds out what's going on and then they just kind of like go through like, oh my god, this fucking sucks. And there's always that, like Groundhog's Day with Bill Murray is probably the most popular one from back in the day. I highly suggest that. Like, and like I said, Happy Death Day to You. It's like a slasher movie. Edge of Tomorrow, Alien Invasion movie. Source Code. I just watched that as soon as I got done watching Edge of Tomorrow like a couple weeks back. That has Jake Gyllenhaal in it. Pretty good. There's a bunch of movies, and actually, there's a audiobook that I'm going to be picking up in the next couple days called Replay, and that's off of another book. I'll do a review on that because apparently it's fucking phenomenal. So, but yeah, other than that, hopefully everyone's doing good, and yeah, check out Edge of Tomorrow and All You Need Is Kill. If you have free time, they're fun. They're just absolutely batshit fun. So, all right, catch y'all later.